Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to another live session. I wasn't able to record yesterday because I had a technical issue, but I'm back today. And yesterday, I only took two trades, one on NAS100 and one on EURUSD. Both ended up being a loss. So right after those trades, price was setting me up, and then boom, my phone went off. It was kind of a rough day yesterday, so yes, I'm back today. And today, I took one trade. It was news today, right? Right at 12:30 p.m. Sorry, yes, 12:30 p.m. my time. Okay, which was this candlestick right here. And the most annoying thing is I placed my buy limit right here on EURUSD. Okay, right here. Price tapped the area, but my entry wasn't triggered on the account. So yes, I would have caught this huge candlestick right here, but that didn't happen. And also on NAS 100, I took a loss. I took a sell from this area right here. Price came, found a demand, and then reversed into direction. And also the trade I was holding on EURUSD ended up also being a loss for my last video. Okay. So yes, I'll show you my P&L at the end of the video or this session. So now, what am I looking at on EURUSD and NAS100? EURUSD is currently bullish. Okay. We are bullish. We are facing the opposing bearish trend. So what I'm looking for is some sells to find demand to then continue. But if price doesn't give me a confirmation and price traces into the bullish side, then I'll look for some buys. All right. I'm looking for sells right now on NAS 100, but if price is to come back into this bullish trend, I'll then be looking for some buys. Anything can happen, so let's see what happens today. Okay, so my sell limit is placed right here on EURUSD. This is my stop loss. My take profits is going to be here. So let's see how EURUSD plays. So this move just came right. Is it 3 minutes or 2 minutes to the New York session open? So let's see how this move plays out. If price will come back to tap us in and move, let's see how it plays out. NAS 100 also about to invalidate this demand right here. If it gets invalidated, I'm looking at this supply right here, this one right here, to then take my entry. So let's see how that one also plays out. Okay, so I'm in on EURUSD. Price just tapped me in on EURUSD. Let's see how it plays out. This is my TP. I'm going for a 1:4 on this one. So let's see how it goes. NAS 100 also invalidating. Okay, so NAS 100 also just invalidated the demand. Okay. So my demand has been touched, my supply has been touched. So this is my supply right here. I'll go on and set my sell limit on NAS 100. So with EURUSD, if this trade is to play out, the actual target for this trade is this 1 minute demand right here. But price can't price can, but there's not a high probability for price to do what to fill all this gap just with this move right here or today. Okay. So when we use the volume profile, we can find the imbalance in it and where we could take profit. All right. So we could take profit from here. I could take profit from here. Yes, we could take profit from here. Okay. From this very price level right here. All right. But I'll not risk that. I'll just take my 1:4 and I'll just leave. Okay. You can see that this TP is also in confluence with this line right here. But that is not why I'm taking profit there. I'm just going for 1:4 on this. All right. And also NAS, I'm waiting for NAS. If this trade gets triggered, the actual target for this trade will be this 1 minute demand right here. Okay. And that will also be a long way for price. Okay. So I might target a 1:3 for this one on NAS. Maybe take profits here and leave the rest to the market. So let's see how both plays out. All right, so I'm going to break even on EURUSD when price touches this demand right here. That's what I'm feeling. So when price touches here, I'm going to break even because this demand can invalidate what the supply that's giving the move right here. All right. So if I break even, I'm safe. Okay. So that's what I'm actually going to do when price touches it. So let's see how it plays. And when that's also, this is a true area of demand right here. Okay. So if price is to come to this area, I'm supposed to buy. But I'm not confident with this demand just because of how big it is. Okay. If a demand is big like this, price can use any part of it to give the move. Okay. So right now, if my stop loss is to be here and price comes into this area and then give the move, then I'll be stopped out. So I might not take this buy from here, but then I'll be looking forward to the sells. If the sells doesn't get triggered and this demand gets triggered first, then I'll hold on NAS100. Maybe might not even trade NAS100 for today. So let's see how it plays out. Euro USD also not doing well, but let's see how both goes. Have another buy limit on Euro USD right here, where the stop loss is. Why is it that? Just because I want to cover this whole supply, okay? So this next stop loss covers this supply right here. So price has given the distribution. Let me see if there's a demand on the 5 minutes. I didn't even check that. So there's no demand on the 5 minutes. So now, if I'm to get stopped out, there's a probability that price might still use this supply to give the move to find a demand. Okay, so it can be any part of the supply. That's why I have another entry right here. So let's see how it plays out as well. So what EURUSD has done is very risky. Okay, you see that price will use this demand to then continue the move upwards. So I'm going to delete the second buy limit I have. So it's two things. Either price will break this demand and find this demand, or price will use this demand to invalidate the supply. So let's see how that one also plays out. NAS 100 approaching the area of interest. Um, I don't know. I'm not really interested, but oh, I might. So I'll take a buy from here. I'll take a buy from here and see how it plays out. I might even use my CVD to confirm the candlesticks in that demand. So let's see how it goes. You see what I said? What you will see is doing that. So let's see if it will actually invalidate it or it will give the move with it. Let's see how it plays. So see just what I'm talking about. CVD is showing strength. Let's see. Let's see how this candlestick closes with a confirmation. If it doesn't close well, I'll break even on this trade right here. So let's see how it plays. NAS 100. I'm just praying it comes back into this zone and give the sells. I'm not interested in this zone. So I might not even sell. I might not even buy on NAS 100. I'll just take what EURUSD gives me and maybe I'll be done for today. Today is Friday, so let's see how it plays. Price almost about to hit that demand. So I'm also getting ready to break even if price touches that demand. Okay. As I said, my TP is a 1:4 on this one. So it's either 1:4 or a break even. So this is what I have. So price has successfully invalidated this demand right here. So let's see how the rest of the candlesticks plays out. Break even at this demand and let the trade play out. Just look at this. Just look at this. I'm still holding. Stop loss at where it is. When price invalidated this demand right here, price then went ahead and created a new supply. Okay. So let's see if the supply holds this bullish movement. What is this? Just some few people, just yeah, just this 0.7 pips. Friday sometimes. Let's see how it plays. It's trying to get to me, but let's see. So I just placed the buy on NAS 100. So I'm waiting to see if price triggers it and see what will come after that. Price gets in there. Let's see how it plays out. EURUSD now giving some kind of volume. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from this supply. As I said, that this is the only supply left to hold this trade. If price invalidates that, we have no supply left in this move. So let's see how it plays out. So I've changed my mind on EURUSD. I'm actually going to close the trade at where the demand is. Price is currently about to touch that demand. 1.15662. Okay, so price has touched. I'm breaking even. No, let me close it. Oh, yeah, let me close it. I just closed the EURUSD right now. Yeah, I didn't want anything. I just closed it. So what did I closed EURUSD at 1.14649. 1.14649. I closed right here. And look at what NAS is doing. This is beautiful. See, NAS didn't touch this demand by a pip. And I'll see how NAS is reversing. Just look at it. EURUSD also just broke underneath it. You see, this is the true area of demand right here. I don't think there's a high probability for price to find this very demand this day. So let's see how EURUSD plays out after this. I'm waiting for NAS 100 at this supply right here. Let's see how it plays. So what NAS did was NAS just created a new demand for the move. All right. So we ended up invalidating. Sorry. We ended up invalidating this. Okay. And price gave this impulse right here. So now there's the demand that I'm waiting for price to come for me to join the buys. So yes, I'm going to place my buy limit right here. And if price comes here before this, price executes the sell limit. Let me do it first. So I don't know the type of game NAS is playing, but just look at NAS. Missed by literally a pip. And also missed this by literally a pip. Let's see if trigger. Let's see. The game NAS is playing is very weird. Why? Because price is just dancing in between the demand and the supply. Okay. It acts like it's coming to fill the supply and it stops. It acts like it's coming to fill the demand and it stops. Oh, I just realized this is the demand. This is the supply. No, this is the actual supply. Yeah. No, that wasn't it. This was it. And it's been charged. Now this is it. Okay, I have to update it. So let's see how it plays. So now just triggered the buy side. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how this buy side plays out. Entry was right from here. Ah, nah, just tapped me out. Nah, just tapped me out. So since now just tapped me out, there's another opportunity, right? We've now created, let's see how price closes. So we've now created a new supply for NAS. So I'll then be waiting for price to find the supply next for us to continue the sales. Okay. So yeah, let's see how it plays out with this sell too. It's either, right? It's either NAS will come down, okay, NAS will sell, and then create a buy side liquidity for us to take the buys to find this supply. Or price will find the supply, use it for the move, and then create a buy side with that move. So let's see how that plays out. What I really want is for NAS to invalidate this low and then create a supply for us to invalidate that supply. Why? Because overall, we are in the bullish side, all right? And in the bullish side, we are looking to buy only. Do you understand? Yes. Since there's no bullish side liquidity created, that's why I want to take the sell. And this sell will create the buy side liquidity with the move it gives, if only it's able to give that move, all right? But what I'm praying for is price to invalidate this low right here so that we get a supply right here. You understand? So let's see how it plays out. Oh, perfect. Price just created what I was asking for. So now, let's see how it goes from here. I'm praying it goes down furthermore so that my risk to reward ratio will be good. So let's see how it plays out. EURUSD also selling. As I said, the true area of demand is right here. Why is it selling? It created another confirmation, all right? You see that we got this demand right here. And if this supply was invalidated, this demand was to be an active demand. But price ended up invalidating this demand itself to then create an active supply. Price came back, used that supply, and that supply is what is given this move right here. So let's see what NAS100 has for us today. All right, my buy limit is set. So now I'm waiting for price to find this demand for us to then take price into the supply right here. Let's see how it plays out. So now the bearish move on EURUSD has also been invalidated. Why? We just invalidated the supply that was holding the trend. So yes, and as I said, as I drew the volume profile. Here was the imbalance. The imbalance was like from here to somewhere here. It was like this whole candlestick. So yeah, I just decided where it wants to use it for the reversal. So now I'm waiting on NAS100 to give me the pullback into the demand to then catch this buy to find the supply. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, so I just got triggered again on NAS100 for the sales. So let's see how that plays out. NAS100, please be good. Please be good. Let's see how this plays out. So this is the true area of demand. Let's see. Let's see. So we're in battle with this demand right here. If price breaks or invalidates this demand, there's nothing stopping price to find this demand next or find the true area of demand. So let's see how price goes. Hopefully it breaks this demand and hit TP. Let's see how price goes. And again, I'll break even when price able to touch this demand, or I might even take profit there because from that level to my TP is not that far. So I'll break even when price touches this demand and see what price does next. All right, so TP just got triggered and I'm done for the day. All right, so let me show you my P&L. So this is my P&L for today, and this is for the whole week. Okay, so for the whole week, this is how my trading went. Not bad. And yeah, that is it for today. Maybe you might have realized that I've changed how I'm trading. All right. What I'm doing today is not the same as what I did in Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday's video. It's just because I've not changed anything. I've just refined the strategy and removed. I just want to trade only the New York session. Okay. I'm taking no trade before New York, just trading only the New York session. And I have just added some few refinements to it. So yes, that's just it. Okay. So yes, thank you for watching my video once again. I'll be very happy if you like, you subscribe, and you leave a comment. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video. Peace out and have a good day.